Dikshitar composed compositions on many deities in various temples across the country. As I said, he has composed on Vishnu at Badrinath, and again on Rameshwara, Ramanatha in Rameshwara. And these are all in many other temples, and these are called Kshetra Kritis. The Kshetra refers to a holy place. A temple town is called a Kshetra. And these compositions incorporate many details about the temple, about the deity, about the consort of the deity, about any special festivals associated with the temple and the deity. The temple tank, there are references to the temple tank, the temple tree, any other lore that is connected with the temple. For instance, he has composed a composition in the raga Todi on the temple at Guruvayur, dedicated to Lord Krishna. Here the Charanam line starts with a description of the deity. The Vishnu is supposed to have Shankha, Chakra, Gada and a lotus, and that is completely incorporated in the Charanam line like this. Shankha, Chakra, Gada Padmavana Malam. Shankha, Chakra, Gada Padmavana Malam. Venugana Lolam Kripalavalam, and so on until the Charanam line, the last line goes. This is a Madhyama Kala Sahitya, it comes in the second speed. Pankajasanadideva Mahitam Shri Guru Guhamuditam Rama Sahitam Pankajadala Nayano Vatashayano Guru Pavana Puradhisham Lokesham Shri Krishnam Bhajamanasa Satatam. Here Guru Pavana Puradhisham refers to the Guruvayur city, the town of Guruvayur, where this temple is situated. He has composed on the Navagrahas, the 9 planets according to Hindu astrology, and these are interestingly set in the Suladi Saptatala. So, beginning with Surya, that is the sun god, he sets it in the first Suladi Saptatala, that is Dhruva. Surya Murte Namostute Sundara Chaya Deepa Te Surya Murte Namostute. This is the composition on the sun god, on the sun, and the Chandran, the next Monday, is associated with the moon, and he has composed a composition Matyatala, which is the second Suladi Saptatala, and then the third, which is on Angarakan or Mars, that is set in Rupakatala and so on. So, the Suladi Saptatalas are brought into play in these Navagraha Kritis. The Kamalamba Navavarnams are by far the most famous group of compositions that we associate with Dikshitar. Kamalamba is a deity in the magnificent temple at Tiruvarur. The main deity is Tyagaraja in this temple, and his consort is Nilotpalamba. And on both Tyagaraja and Nilotpalamba we have a set of Vibhakti Kritis. But Kamalamba is another very unique deity in this temple. If you even look at her, the iconography, it's very different from any that you would have seen. The very stance, the sitting position of this deity is unique. And Kamalamba is not the consort of Tyagaraja. She is a yogini. She is in meditation, seeking union with Tyagaraja. And it is said, it's believed that when she achieves that, that will be apocalypse, that will be pralaya. So, Kamalamba is very strongly associated with the cult of Sri Vidya, the Sri Chakra Vasana, and Dikshitar's Navavarna compositions on Kamalamba are very justly renowned for their musical weight as well as for the immense richness of the text. Another magnificent group of compositions is on the Panchabhuta Linga Kritis. That is, there are 5 temples that are associated with the Linga. The Shiva Linga is regarded as a manifestation of one of the 5 primal elements, what we call Panchabhutas, Panchamahabhutas. They are the earths, the principle of earth, the principle of air, water, fire and space. So, for instance, the temple at Tiruvannamalai is regarded, the Agni is regarded as, the linga there is, it embodies the principle of Agni. Now, these compositions are again very interesting from the literary point of view and musically also. If you listen to this composition at this link, Jambupate, this is on the Lord Jambupati, and the raga is Yamuna, very appropriately, because Jambupati is the principle of water and Yamuna is a sacred river. And the composition, if you hear it, it is very different from the normal carnatic composition that we hear, and it resembles, it could even remind you of North Indian music in its gait and its texture. This is possibly because of his stay in Varanasi, where he no doubt would have heard Hindustani music, and he possibly imbibed some of its aspects and he brought it out in some of his compositions. And here again you have very interesting weaving in of Advaitic concepts here. Anirvachaniya Nada Bindu is a beautiful, profound Advaitic idea. He was also exposed to Western band music. He has left behind 40 odd compositions which whose tunes are derived from Western band music. Kamalasana vandita padabhi kamaniya karodaya samraji kamalasana vandita padabhi kamaniya karodaya samraji kamala nagare sakalatare kamala nayana jita jagadadhare kamale vimale guru guga janadi kamala patinuta hridaye maye kamala shashi vijaya vadane me kamalendrani vagdevi shri for not, he is very frequently, Dikshitar is spoken of as an intellectual, and this is the reason that he brings his varied exposures to bear upon his music, his Sanskrit scholarship, his interest in Sri Vidya, his interest in religious lore, and his interest in Sanskrit poetry and in music itself. Now, Prasha, as I mentioned, Dvitiya Akshara Prasha is something that we find in most Carnatic compositions in some form. Sometimes if there are two lines in the Pallavi, both the lines of the Pallavi will have Dvitiya Akshara Prasha, or the first line of the Pallavi and the first line of the Anupallavi will have Dvitiya Akshara Prasha. That almost always happens. So, for instance, if you look at the two or three compositions we just considered, Dakshinamurte. So, here it is Dakshinamurte Vidalita Dasarte. The Anupallavi first line is Akshaya Suvarna Vatavriksha Moolasthite. So, you can see that the Ksha Prasha is there, the first line of the Pallavi and the first line of the Anupallavi, and as it happens the Anupallavi has completely maintained the Ksha Prasha. The first line of the Pallavi and the first line of the Anupallavi in the compositions of the Trinity, there you usually find Prasha. But in Dikshitar's case, we find Prasha in many forms. For instance, if you take this composition, very well known composition in the Raga Manirangu, Mamava Pattabhirama. The charanam goes like this. Chatra. So you can see the alliteration, the prasha on ta and tra, that is again and again used in this the charanam, deliberately, obviously. Chatra chamara taradhrita bharata lakshmana atri vasishtadyanugraha patra dasharatha putra manirangavalyalankrita navaratna mandape vichitramanimaya simhasane sitaya sahasam sthita sucharitra parama pavitra guru guha mitra pankaja mitra vansha sudha buddhi chandra medini balaramaya chandra mamava pattabhirama. So here you have this use of the ta, tra. In fact, that whole varga, ta, ta, da, all of them are repeated, used in. It's like Dikshitar is playing with that entire set of syllables. And this composition, again you can see, I mentioned that the composition is in the Raga Manirangu. The name of the raga is almost always incorporated in Dikshitar's compositions. In this case, Maniranga Valyalankrita Navaratna Mandape. So, you are sitting on a throne that is studded with manis. So, in this way he brings in the name of the raga Maniranga, and in all his compositions, mostly all of his compositions, you have the name of the raga woven into the text of the composition, and sometimes it is it's in a very interesting way, not straightforward. So, the name of the raga will be hidden in a long complex in long compound word, for instance. So, this in this composition, for instance, in Arabhi, the raga's name is Arabhi. So, he incorporates it like this, samsara-bhi. So, samsara is world, bhi is fear, tyapahe, samsara-bhi tyapahe, that is you who destroy the fear of the fear in the sense metaphysical fear of the world. So, this is in praise of Saraswati. You can just hear this composition rendered. Vasanatraya vivajita varamuni bhavita murte vasavadya kirare varavitarana bahukite darahasayuta mukham guruhe adbhuta charanam guruhe samsarabhitya paye sagalamantacharaguhe Shri Saraswati namostute paradevate Shripati Gauripati Guru Guhavinude Vidivate Shri Saraswati. Dikshitar's Ankita is Guru Guha, and you find that in all his compositions. So, Guru Guha and the name of the raga is always woven into the composition. Now, another interesting way in which the name of the raga is incorporated, I will take up this magnificent composition of his, Meenakshi me mudam dehi. This is in praise of Meenakshi at the temple in Madurai. The text of the composition is like this. She is Matangi. Meenakshi is called Matangi. Meenakshi me mudam dehi. Mudam is joy, not any ordinary worldly joy, the bliss of union with the divine, or the bliss of Advaitic realization. That is mudam here. And that is borne out in the Anupallavi line, which has the very famous lines here. Mana matri meye maye. This is completely Advaitic. Mana is pramana, that is, you are the means of knowledge. Matra, you are the knower. Meye, and you are the known. You are Maya. There can possibly not be a more beautiful encapsulation of Advaita than these lines. Mana matra meye maye, maragada chaye shivajaye mean. Then these lines are very famous. Meena lochani, pasha mochani, manini kadamba vanavasini. The Meenakshi is called Meenakshi because her eyes are supposed to be shaped like the fish. Pasha mochani. Here again, as you can see, there is prasha, very beautiful prasha in this. Both in the Pallavi and Anupallavi, the word, in fact the entire song, the makara is, there is a lot of prasha on that. Pasha mochani is deliverance from bondage. Madhura Puri Nilaye, reference to the temple town. Mani Valaye, Malayadhwaja Pandya Raja Tanaye. Meenakshi is supposed to have been the daughter of the king of the Pandyas. She was born to him at the end of a sacrifice, a yajna. According to religious lore, Meenakshi was a warrior princess, and she went conquering the 8 directions until she met Shiva, with whom she fell in love and married him. So that is the religious lore associated with Meenakshi, and you can see that here there is reference to that too in this compositions. Vijaye, he says Vijaye. Vidhu Vidambana Vadane Vijaye. And then you have Veena Gana Dasha Gamaka Kriye. That is how he incorporates the name of the raga. Gamaka is, he says that you are, you can bring out the 10 kinds of gamakas in the, on the veena. And the Madhyamakala Sahitya ends with the extremely evocative epithet Shankari. Sham is anything that is auspicious. Shamkari, so you who bring about auspiciousness. He ends with that. This composition ends on that note. Now it is said, it's believed that Dikshitar passed away on a Deepavali, and at the moment that his disciples were singing, he asked them to sing this composition, and as they were saying Meena Lochani Pasha Mochani, it said that he left his mortal coil. That is what is believed, with because Pasha Mochani is liberation from bondage, and that is how Dikshitar is Dikshitar lived and composed, and that is why he has left a very, very definitive impact on Carnatic music.